Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It is 9 o'clock on a Tuesday, which means it's time for another video. Now, this is where I'd normally do a Matt test or a Craig test. And unfortunately, this week, we're not going to get a Matt test or a Craig test. And I know we try to do one every Tuesday. Honestly, this last 5 or 6 weeks, I have had the busiest time of my life. I've been probably on tour with Ryland and Killian for their tour for sort of 2.5, 3 weeks. Matt has been on tour with them as well. I'm filming this on the Monday, so like it's just been ridiculous. Like I came back from Columbus after being in Magic Live, after being on tour with Ryland and Killian for like 2.5 weeks. I came back. I had like one day here where I had a gig, and then I went to Ireland. I've just come back from Ireland. I've literally touched down in Ireland 1 o'clock today, and then I spent all afternoon on the sales desk in the office. And Matt is running around like crazy as well. We're trying to catch up with everything. He literally and I literally haven't got time to film a video for today. And then on Wednesday, we're heading over to Hunstanton because Ryland's performing his Harry Potter show over in Hunstanton. And then I'm away for another week with Ryland. Matt's back in the sales desk. So, you know, it's excuses. You can look at it as excuses. But I knew I was going to have a very busy summer. And my goal was to try and make sure that every single video that normally goes on Magic TV continues to go out. And I think we've managed to hit that. I don't think we've missed one. Or if we have, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure we haven't missed one because we batched so many videos before we went away. And then hopefully we can kind of get back into the swing of things come September. But yeah, Matt is just, it's not going to be physically possible for me or Matt to film a video together today. So I'm going to do a different video. But before I do, I just want to say the Matchmentary Season 3 is coming soon. Somebody asked the question of, is there going to be a third season? Yes, it is. There is definitely going to be a third season. That's probably going to be starting around about September or October, I imagine. But there will be a third season. We're just wrapping up the Rymentary from Ovation to Innovation. When that's finished, we'll kind of go straight into the Matchmentary, whilst continuing with all of the other videos. So, with that being said, what am I talking about today? So today, I wanted to talk about something that I've had a lot of people say to me, especially in the last year, and it's never been said maliciously. But and I don't think anybody's ever meant anything malicious when they've said it to me, but also at the same time, it's been a genuine thing that people have said, and it's probably, I had it about 7, 8, maybe 9 or 10 times in Magic Live. I had it well over a dozen times in Blackpool, but I've also had a lot of emails and a lot of messages of people saying the same thing in a variety of different ways, and it boils down to, I'm so lucky. And people turn around to me and go, oh, Craig, you're so lucky that, you know, and there's a variety of different things they attach to that luck. Oh, you're so lucky that your product sells so well, or you're so lucky that you have an entertainment company and therefore you can pick and choose which gigs you do. Oh, you're so lucky that you can, you know, you've got a warehouse full of illusions and you get to do illusion shows. Oh, you're so lucky that you get to work with Penguin Magic and they fly you to Magic Live and then they'll fly you, you know, to Columbus and do that sort of thing. Oh, you're so lucky to work with Murphy's Magic. You're so lucky that all of these companies want to work with you. You're so lucky to, you know, to be able to make your living doing magic. You're so lucky that you get to go out and perform magic. You're lucky, you're lucky, you're lucky, you're lucky, you're lucky. And a lot of people have turned around and said to me, I'm very lucky. And you know, I don't want to make this video about my detractors or my haters because everybody knows I've got them. But, you know, the people that go out there and don't really like me, and I'm not going to dwell on this right now, but for those people that go out there and they don't really like me for whatever reason, a lot of the time, they attribute it to what I have achieved in Magic. I don't like him because he brings out loads of tricks and they're really popular, and I don't understand why they're really popular because he's a really shit performer. I don't understand why Craig is successful because he can't even do a double lift properly. I don't understand how Craig's really successful when he just wears the same type of clothes every single day. I don't really like Craig, he's fat, he's ugly, whatever the case may be. I've got a million different things that people say about me. But it all comes down to the fact that they say that the thing that they perceive I'm successful over, or the thing I'm successful for, is luck, is what they say. And so this video, I don't really have a plan for it, but what I do want to talk about is I want to talk about success. Now, the first thing about success is what's the definition of success? You know, because it's different for each individual person, right? People turn around to me and go, "Oh, you're successful because you've done this, you've done that, you've done the other." You know, back when I was really focusing 100%, back maybe 10, 15 years ago, when I was working with Russell Leeds and Anna Leeds, my goal was to get on television. That was my goal. I wanted to be a TV magician. I wanted to be signed by Objective Productions. I wanted to get on their radar. Or I wanted to win at FISM. I wanted to win a big, huge magic competition. Well, none of that has happened. I haven't ever won a big, huge magic competition. I remember once upon a time, way back, I wanted to be the next success on Britain's Got Talent. Like, we're talking many, many years ago. That never happened. I have never had the guts to even go on Britain's Got Talent. I remember many, many years ago when it first started, I wanted to go on Penn and Teller. Never been on Penn and Teller. Wanted to do the Edinburgh Fringe. Never done the Edinburgh Fringe. Wanted to be a TV magician. Never been a TV magician. Never really felt like I go out and I charge decent amounts for how much that I do, you know, for my gigs. I charge a decent amount that I'm happy with, but I think it could have always been better. I think it always been better. Not that I'm money motivated, but it could have been better. I could have worked harder at that aspect of things. So if I define success based on what I wanted to achieve 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I wouldn't call myself successful at all by any stretch of the imagination. And success what's the definition of success? Like, to some people, success is having a really nice car, so you can turn up and you can look like you're a successful person, and you dress like you're a successful person. I couldn't give two shits about that. I have like about 100 black t-shirts, I have about 50 plaid shirts, and I have like 10 or 20 pairs of jeans, and I'm basically just wearing the same thing every single day. I couldn't care less about that. You know, if I remember going to see a motivational speaker once. I see a lot of motivational speakers, but this guy was this typical American motivational speaker, and he said, "You know what? I don't have a single television in my house, and the reason I don't have a single television in my house is because it's a distraction. If you want to be successful, then you need to eliminate distractions. Every single second should be about you advancing your career. It should be about you growing your business. It should be about you growing your brand. And if you're not growing, you're shrinking. If you're not moving forward, you're moving backwards. And every single thing that you have in your life, that distraction needs to be eliminated." I don't have a television in my house because that is a distraction. I don't want to sit in front of a television with my eyes boggled like a zombie. I want to be out there working hard. I'm going to be getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going to be working hard, and I'm not going to stop, and I'm going to work hard until midnight, and I'm going to get 2 hours sleep. I can do the same thing again. And television is a distraction, and anything that's a distraction, blah 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 blah. And I remember just looking at this guy and thinking, that's bullshit. That's just ridiculous. If in order to be successful, I have to get rid of all of my TVs in my house, then I don't want to be successful. I like TV. I like watching TV. I like watching the wrestling. I like watching films. I like watching films with my family. Movie night is one of my favorite things in the whole world. I'll regularly turn down a gig in order to go and do movie night. How can I do movie night when I'm going to eliminate every TV in my house? If my definition of success, and if you're telling me that in order to be successful, I have to remove every single television in my house, well, I don't want to be successful. But, you know, the grass is always green on the other side of the street, right? I look at people like, I look at some of the big names in magic, and I'm like, I've never got to where they've got. Hell, let's be honest with myself. I've never got to where my son's got. You know, he's just gone and done a UK tour with Killian O'Connor. In 2 days' time, he's going to be performing 2 shows at this sold-out variety show. He's been on TV an absolute ton. He's travelled around the world. And he's just getting started, and he's 11 years old. He's had a career that I could only have dreamed of, genuinely. And what am I doing now? At the age of 47, I'm following him around, taking his show and carrying his bags. You know, if I define success like I did 15 years ago, well, if I'm being completely honest with myself, then my son is more successful than me. So you have to kind of define success, and you have to think about what success is. But here's the thing. I'm successful at what I've done, and I enjoy doing what I'm doing now. And for those people that say I'm lucky, here's the biggest piece of business advice I could give you. There's no such thing as luck. You make your own luck. Luck has got nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. Anything that I've achieved, anything that I have done because I have taken risks. I have been ambitious. I've been very, very determined. I've worked hard, and I've focused, and I've had a goal, and I've gone out and I've hit that goal. It's nothing to do with luck. It's nothing to do with luck. Oh, Craig's lucky because any magic production company wants to work with him. Do you want to know why every magic company wants to work with me? It's because, without being funny, I'm a dream to work with. I go above and beyond. Every single time I work with a company, I go above and beyond. They want me to work with them with a trick. I will come to them with 15 or 20 routines. I will then go to them and I'll say, not only have I got these 15 or 20 routines, I've got this person who's prepared to be on the project, and they're going to do another 5 or 6 routines, and they're happy to have their name used in the marketing of the product. I will then say, right, okay, live performances. I did it with Penguin. I went over to Penguin to get a bunch of live performances. We didn't get enough of one particular product because I was a bit ill while I was over there, and I couldn't get everything that I needed. So I said, no problem. I'm going to get it over here in the UK, and I'm going to send it over within a week. I go above and beyond, and I will go and hire a venue out of my own pocket. I will go and spend the day running around, getting whatever it is that a production company needs, just so I can make the product a little bit better. Then I'll come in and I'll present them with all of the research. I'll present them with everything. When I turn up to do a shoot, I'm super organized. I will literally come in and I will do everything in one take because I have rehearsed, I have prepared, I know exactly what I'm going to be saying, I know exactly how to teach it, I've thought through every single aspect of it, I have a plan of exactly what we need to do and the order in which we need to teach it in order to make sure it all needs to get taught. I've got a plan of everything. I've got every single individual trick down. I know what I need to do live performances. Every single routine has been worked in. I can perform absolutely everything. I can explain it all so that there's no messing around. When it comes to doing a pitch, what you say to do the trailer, I have that already in my head. I know exactly what I'm going to say. I know what the key selling points are. And then once the project has been filmed, I will go above and beyond to make sure that I am giving them everything they need to market it. I contact Murphy's and I say, hey, would you like me to jump on Zoom with your sales team? Would you like me to tell them about this project? Would you like me to tell them what the key points are? What they need to be telling to their customers to get them to sell the product? Would you like me to make a dealer video for 5 minutes long that you can send to dealers explaining what this trick is? Cool. And then, right, okay, so this person's on the project. I'll do an interview with them. I'll do a mat test on it. I'll do a review show on it. I'll do a video on this. I'll do an exposed video on this. I'll do everything I can to make sure that every single person who follows me is aware of this trick and what it is and what it does. I work my absolute arse off. And then if somebody else has got a project and this production company's got a project, like Penguin, for example, or Alakazam or Murphy's or whatever, in the next few weeks, you've just seen Sticks come out with Eric Stevens, not my project. I was on it. creating routines, putting routines together for it, trying to make it even better than it already was. Then you're going to see a trick come out very, very soon from Murphy's, and it's a Rich Relish trick. It's amazing. I'm on it. I'm co-hosting it. I developed a bunch of routines for it. I went out. I helped in every way that I can. I'll help with the production as well. Then you're going to see a trick come out soon from Nicholas Lawrence from Penguin Magic. Guess what? Same thing. I sat there, created the routines, did the tutorial, did the live performances, did absolutely everything. Make nothing from any of those. I do it because I want to show every single production company that I have value. I am valuable. I will go out and I will move hell and high water to make this a successful product. I will continue to promote it and I will continue to push it. If people want me to do interviews for it, I will. If people want me to jump in and talk to other people, I will. I will do anything I can to make this product as successful as I can. And I will also go out there and I will film whatever it is that need filming. I'll jump on lives. I'll do whatever it takes. That is not luck. That is by design. That is putting me into a position where when a production company thinks, right, who should we work with next? They're going to think about me because I have been a dream to work with. But then it's the same with my clients. I move hell and high water for my clients. So I've got a contract with a theme park in the UK and we do all of their entertainment at the hotel in the theme park, everything. Hundreds of events every single year. I'm in Ireland, literally backstage with Ryland before he's about to go on stage, and I get a phone call from the big boss at this theme park going, right, we've got this event, it's on this date, and we need you to come up with some ideas for it because we want to put a big entertainment extravaganza on for it. Can you help us? Yes, I can. Give me literally 12 hours and I'll come back to you with a bunch of ideas and a bunch of routines. So I'm there in Ireland. I'm doing whatever I need to do with Ryland and Killian. When I finish with Ryland and Killian, I spend 3 hours putting this proposal together for this big event that they've gone on, which I sent over to them. I didn't want to do that. I was tired. It would have been easier for me not to do that. But I want to be the person that is the single most valuable person that person needs, because then I've been working with this company for 5 or 6 years. Why would they go anywhere else? Because they know that they can get hold of me at the drop of a hat and I will do anything that they need me to do. It's the same with absolutely everything. Why do I have so many gigs? Why do I have clients that come back to me again and again and again? My haters will tell you I'm not the greatest magician in the world, so I'm sure they can find somebody who's better. So why do people come back to me over and over again and book my companies over and over again? Why do we do tens of thousands of events every single year? Tens of thousands of events every single year. Why do we book in hundreds of events every single day? Why do we do that? Why? How is that possible? Well, that's possible because I put myself into a position where I over-deliver. And that's probably one of the most important things that I can tell you. If you want to be successful, and whatever your definition of success is, and whatever it is you're doing, whether it be as a professional magician, whether it be as a, in business, whatever it is, whatever you want to be successful in, the key thing is you need to over-deliver. And you need to under-promise. You need to go and give them 1,000,000,000,000,000% every single time that you work with somebody. You want to have them have such a great feeling about you, your company, who you are, what you do. That's really important. And then the other important thing is take risks. Here's the thing. People are scared of taking risks in this world, in business and in magic. People are scared of taking risks. The amount of business owners that I've met that never take any risks in their business, they play it safe. The amount of magicians that don't like taking risks, they're the same people that have been professionals for 20 years, but they do the same act over and over again. They don't want to put anything new into their act because they don't want to take a risk of putting a new routine into their act. Here's the thing, right? My attitude is, I've taken hundreds of risks throughout my career. Have all of them paid off? No, not at all. Not even close. No, they have not paid off. However, if I'd have never taken a single risk in my life, I wouldn't be where I am right now, in a really good place with a great family and a successful business. I wouldn't be here. I'd probably still be working for npower Gas and Electric, and I definitely wouldn't be doing magic. The key thing is that you need to take risks. Now, when you take risks, the best thing to do is to look at a situation and say, what's the best possible outcome? And what's the worst possible outcome? And what's the most likely outcome? And here's the thing. If you can live with the worst case scenario, if you look at the worst case scenario, if everything goes tits up, if everything goes wrong, if everything fails, if you can live with that and you're happy with the best case scenario, then go for it. Because at the end of the day, you've got nothing to lose. And I would rather be the sort of person that looked back at a situation a few years later and I say, I gave it everything I got. At least I tried, rather than looking back and going, if only I had taken this risk, if only I had taken this chance, if only I had done this, if only I had done that. And this is what I say to Ryland all of the time. Take risks, work hard, be irreplaceable. My friend Tom Mullinger, Jester Styles, an incredible magician, very, very, very successful magician. He will turn around to me and he says over and over again, and he's not the only person that says it, but he says it more than most. He turns around and he says, hey, be so good that they can't ignore you. And it's true. Be so good that they can't ignore you. It's what I say to Ryland. Be so good that they can't ignore you. Try every single day to improve. Every single day, try and get better. Every single day, try and improve, try and step forward. If you continue every single day, then you're going to be successful. It's as simple as that. And yeah, there's no such thing as lucky. There's no such thing as lucky. Everything is by design. Everything is by design. And if I can leave you with one last thing, and I think that this video is a little bit of rambling and a little bit of advice, and I wanted to give people advice because I've heard so many people say to me, oh, you're lucky. If there's one more piece of advice I can give you, it's the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence, right? I could look at people and go, oh, they're way more successful than me. They get to perform. Look at, and they are. If you take, there's so many people. I could sit here stop for an hour, that are so much more successful than me. So much more successful than me. But you know what? I don't really care, because I don't measure success based on what they're doing. I don't measure success based on how much they charge. I don't measure success based on the venues that they perform in. I base success on if I'm happy and if I'm managing to do what I want to achieve and what I want to do. And the answer a lot of the time is yes. So I'm never going to be at the level of John Archer or Ben Hart or Colin Cloud or Shin Lim or Penn and Teller or David Copperfield or Lance Burton or any of those people that I look up to and I go, wow, they're doing so well. But you know what? They're never going to be me. They're never going to be me. And what I've achieved, I'm happy with. So, yeah, when you turn around and you say to somebody, oh, you're so lucky, they're not lucky. They've probably worked really, really hard. And that's all you need to do. You need to work hard. You need to have goals. You need to work hard. You need to be ambitious and never give up. Never, my friend Brad Burton, he's a motivational speaker. He always says, never mute your own brilliance. You've got to believe in yourself, because honestly, if you don't believe in yourself, nobody will believe in you. And these are the same people that will turn around to me and say, well, Craig Petty is a narcissist. And, that's what the haters say. Craig Petty is a narcissist. They don't even know what the word narcissist means, because honestly, I really do not love myself. But they'll say Craig Petty is a narcissist. I'm not a narcissist, but what I am is I believe in myself. I believe I am brilliant. I believe I am the best magician in the world. Am I the best magician in the world? No, not by any stretch of the imagination. But I believe it. And if I didn't believe it, how would any of my clients believe it as well, right? And then the other thing is, don't be jealous. Don't be jealous of other people's success. Use it as a driving force. Use it as a way to push yourself forward. Use it as a way to get better and to move forward. Every single day you should be moving forward. You really should. Every single day you should be moving forward. People turn around to me and say, Craig, you work so hard. I don't look at it as working hard because I love what I do. If I stop enjoying something, I'm going to stop doing it. When I turn around to you on this channel and I say, Magic TV will continue until I don't want to do it anymore, that's because if there's something I don't want to do, I don't do it. If I wake up one day and Magic TV has become a chore, has become a thing I don't want to do, that is when I will stop doing it. And it will not be because of some faceless email that someone has sent me threatening violence. It will not be because of somebody on the internet saying how terrible I am, and it will not be because somebody's sent the police round to my house as a prank to try and make me and my wife feel bad. It will not be that. If I wake up one day and I decide that Magic TV is not fun anymore, I won't do it because I'm at an age where I want to have fun. I love performing. People say to me, why do I still do kid shows? I do kid shows because I love doing kid shows. Why do I do close-up gigs? I love doing close-up gigs. Why do I do stage shows? I love doing stage shows. Why do I create magic? Because I love creating magic. One day I will stop doing all of that. One day I will stop performing. One day I'll stop creating. But everything that I do right now, including business, I love business. My background is marketing. I love marketing. I really do. I love reading about marketing. I love learning about marketing. I love sitting there. You're more likely to see me sitting down reading a business development book or a marketing book than you are a magic book. I love magic. Everybody knows how much I love magic, but I also love marketing. I do the things that you love. And that's probably the last thing that I want to leave you with on this video. If you don't love magic, then just don't do it. I see people and they're going through the motions. I see people in this industry, and maybe one day they loved magic many, many years ago. Maybe they did, but they don't now. They're going through the motions. They do it because it's an easy way to get a paycheck. They do it because it's an easy way to make money. But when they go to a gig, they don't get excited about going to a gig. Anybody who's watching this, you know that feeling when you're about to walk on stage and you're in the wings. I get that feeling every single time I go on stage. I get that feeling every time Ryland's about to go on stage, where I'm nervous, but I'm nervous excited because I know I'm about to go and do what I was born to do. I'm about to go on stage and I'm about to do what I love to do more than anything else in this world. Everybody knows that feeling, right? Hold on to that feeling. Never let it go, because there are people in this world that maybe had that feeling one day, but it went a long, long time ago, and now they go through the motions. They're there performing on stage and they're just thinking about what to have for dinner tonight. They don't care. They're not enjoying it anymore. It's not being done for the love of it. It's been done because they've been doing it so long they can't think of anything else to do. Never be that person. I swear to God, I swear down, I swear on everything that's important to me, the day that I lose that feeling, the day that I stop getting excited about performing, the day I stop getting excited seeing a trailer with my name on it, the day I stop getting excited creating magic, that is the day that I will walk away from this entire industry. Because that is the day that you can't do this without being passionate. This is not a factory job. Not that there's anything wrong with a factory job. This is not a 9-to-5 job. I work 24/7, but again, I talked earlier on about I'm constantly thinking of magic 24/7. When I'm watching films, when I'm watching the TV, I'm thinking about magic. When I'm on a plane on the way from Ireland back to the UK, I'm thinking about magic. I'm sitting here right now talking to you guys. I'm talking about magic, but I'm thinking about magic. I'm thinking about magic 24/7 because I love it. Never lose that passion. Never lose that desire, because as long as you continue to love this, it's the best job in the world. And let's not forget that. We sometimes get pissed off, right? You hear about it all the time. Professional magicians walking away from magic. We get a chance to put smiles on people's faces. I know that sounds cheesy, but we do. We get a chance to do our hobby for a living and make really good money out of it. But Craig, I don't make really good money. Well, if you don't make really good money, then that's your problem. Only you can fix it. All of the tools are there. All of the tools are there for you to understand how to be successful in business. All the tools are there. Everything that you need to know. It's not difficult. Understanding how to run a business, how to generate leads, how to get gigs, how to make money in this industry. It is not a difficult thing to do. It's all there, right there, laid out in front of you. All you have to do is go and do it. That's all you have to do. The tools are there. The advice is there. The website's there. Go and speak to somebody like Paul Martin. Go and speak to somebody like myself. There's a million people you can speak to. Go outside of magic and get a business mentor. Speak to a million different people, but don't turn around to me and go, I don't make very good money. That's why I'm not happy in magic. Then go and get another job. Go and do something else. But if you want to be in magic and you want to do magic, then be present, be here, and make it your life. Make it everything that you need. You know, you want to learn how to be successful as a magician. It's not just a magic. It's learning how to stand on a stage. It's learning how to present on a stage. It's learning how to project vocally. It's learning how to use audio. It's learning how to use lighting. It's learning how to have terminology in a stage. But it's also about business. It's about marketing. It's about sales. You have to learn to embrace all of this stuff. Being a magician, going out and doing the magic, that's the fun part. Creating the magic, that's the fun part. The business bit is the bit that you have to learn to love. And I love it. I absolutely do. So, I ain't lucky. Anybody who's successful, all of these successful magicians, these people that we look up to, people that have achieved something in this industry, the TV magicians, the stage magicians, the people that build big businesses, the creators, whatever it is, they're successful because they worked hard at it. They weren't lucky. Nobody is lucky. Nobody is lucky. It's not sustainable. You can't skip the steps. Because if you do, when you fall down, and eventually you will, because I'm telling you right now, being an entrepreneur, and if you're running your own business, if you're going to be a magician, you're an entrepreneur, it ain't that. That is not, this is the start of your career, this is the end of your career, it's not that. It's more like this. And I've had the deepest lows than you could possibly ever imagine. But I've also had the highest highs. You got to be prepared for that. You know, nobody will tell you otherwise. You got to understand that. Anybody who's been successful in this business, they've had highs and lows, they've had ups and downs, they've had peaks and troughs, but they've just not stopped. They've kept going, they haven't given up, and they are definitely not lucky. So next time you say, oh, that person's lucky, that person's lucky, that person's lucky, when you point a finger, you're pointing three fingers back at you. Just think about what you can do to be as lucky as them, because I guarantee you it wasn't luck. And if you go up to them and you say, okay, right, I love the fact that you've done this and I haven't. What did you do and what can I do to be in your situation? They'll probably help you because they've done it and they have the blueprint and they know what to do. And all you have to do is follow that blueprint. So there you go. A rambling video today. I was going to talk about something else, but I wanted to talk about this instead. I don't know how many views this is going to get. I don't know if people are going to find this interesting. This is just the ramblings of a magician and a business owner. And it's a few things that I've had happen to me and a few things that I've done that have helped me find success in my chosen field. Guys, I'll be back tomorrow with a more normal video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. You want to see more videos like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be back again tomorrow, but please don't forget, if you want to join the Netrix, which is my online streaming platform for magicians, just go to www.thenetrix.com. That's www.thenetrix.com. It's my online streaming platform. I will see you again tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. My name's Craig, and this is Magic TV.